500 rupees. That's an asset. So whatever you own or is with you, that's your asset.
The background noise, uncomfortable noise.
Yes. So whoever has the background noise, please reduce it. Okay. Now. Then what about liability? What do I mean by liability? Liability.
It's the lending is which company has to pay.
Company has to pay. Correct. So whatever we have to pay to others, that's the liability.
Salaries, labor.
No. Suppose I took the money from somebody, right? I have to pay it back, right? That's the liability. Suppose I took a service, correct?
Yes, sir.
I have to pay, right? That's the liability. I am living in a house. I have to pay the rent, right? That's the liability. The liability is something that you have to pay. Background noise. I know your internet connection is unavailable. Please put it on mute and speak. Correct? Yeah. So now, so everybody is able to understand assets and liabilities. Correct? Yeah. So anybody who does not still understand what is asset, what is the liability?
Sir, what liabilities are committed?
Liability means something that you have to pay to others, you owe to others, right? So somebody from whom you have taken the money, right? You have taken it on a loan, you have to pay, right? That's the liability. Loan is a liability.
So can you give a description of this asset and liability?
Yeah, description. That is what I am giving the description, like your whatever you own is an asset. Whatever you have to pay, whatever dues you have, that's a liability. Correct? Yeah? Okay. Right. So now understand. So now for accounts of this XYZ hotel, assets, how many are there in the beginning, right? So I am talking in the beginning. In the beginning, how many assets they have? Starting,
Sir.
when I start the hotel, when nothing is started, how many assets they have? Zero, correct?
Zero.
How many liabilities they have? Hotel, zero. Correct. So now when this hotel is started, what is happening? The XYZ hotel accounts, in the XYZ hotel accounts, assets are zero, liabilities are also zero, correct? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Because hotel has not started, right? It is yet to be started, right? So this business,
Yes, sir.
assets are zero, liabilities are also zero. Do you agree or not in the beginning?
Yes, sir.
So what is this Mr. X doing now? He has to invest the capital, right? Mr. X has to put in some money, right? He is investing. Investing what? Investing in the hotel, right? That we call it as a capital. What do you call it? So he is putting some money in the hotel business. Okay. So how much money is putting in? Suppose he is putting in 10 lakhs. Do you agree? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now again I am writing the account. Now you tell me again I am writing the accounts of whose accounts I am writing now?
XYZ hotel.
XYZ hotel, correct?
Yes,
Now
sir.
what happened here? Assets. How many assets they have now?
10 lakhs.
No?
10 lakhs.
This 10 lakhs he has deposited in the bank account of
XYZ hotel.
bank account of XYZ.
XYZ.
So he opened an account in the name of bank, in the name of XYZ hotel. Now can we open a bank account in the name of XYZ hotel? In the name of hotel we can open a bank account?
Yes, sir.
Right? So it enjoys the status of, there is something called artificial person, right? In accounts, every business enjoys the status of what? Artificial person. As per law, it is equal to a person. That's why you see, can I open a bank account in the name of my brother who is not there?
No,
Next
sir.
time tell in the bank, I don't have a brother, please, I want to open in his name.
No, sir. Law won't allow you to do so.
But can I open in the name of XYZ hotel?
Yes, sir, because it is a business.
Artificial person. Correct. Right. So can I see XYZ hotel? Can I have dinner with XYZ hotel?
No, sir.
Can I speak to XYZ Hotel?
No, sir.
Is it really there? I want to see it. Is it there?
No, sir.
Not there, right? Correct? Understand? It's an artificial person. It is not there. We are just creating it for accounts purpose. Is it clear, everybody? So far, whatever I discussed.
It's,
So now, in assets, what I have my bank account I have. In my bank account, how much money is there now? 10 lakhs.
10 lakh.
But I have a liability also, right?
Yes, sir.
Our XYZ Hotel has a liability. What liability it has?
Share capital.
Yeah, Mr. X, it has to pay back the money, right?
yes, sir.
Because we are treating Mr. X separately from business, right? So now business has to give back this 10 lakhs to Mr. X or not? If you are treating it as an artificial person, it has to give back this 10 lakhs to Mr. X or not? It has to give back, correct? So Mr. X is having how much? How much liability we have towards Mr. X? 10 lakhs. So we have an asset of 10 lakhs and we have a liability also of 10 lakhs. Is it clear? Yeah? So now if you observe here, in the beginning your balance sheet tally, so always the rule of the accounts is your assets should be equal to your liabilities. That is, assets should be equal to your liabilities. Why? Because the reason is this artificial person cannot own anything. Correct? See, you want to give money to this artificial person who is not there, right? He cannot own anything, right? Always he is zero only. So in the beginning he is zero. Now also is zero. Why is zero now? Now also XYZ is zero. Why? Because assets equal to liability. Understood? So we are just using this artificial person as a base to do the accounts. So every entry they have a one side plus one side minus. You see? Can you see? Understood? Correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So always we are doing the accounts for this artificial person. That is this business we are doing. And always this artificial person, how much he has? He always has zero in his pocket. Zero. Right? Because he cannot own anything, right? You cannot give money to a person who is not there, right? So always, it is always zero, right? So in the beginning if you see the balance sheet, it is zero now. It is zero. Now also it is zero. Why? Because assets I sell, I pay my liability. Over now. Do I have anything else? Anything extra we have? Nothing extra. So whatever assets are in the business, they do not belong to the business actually. They belong to the owners of the business. That is Mr. X. Is it clear? Yeah. So every entry whatever we are doing, we are debiting on one side or crediting on other side. So that's why we are a dual entry concept. Dual entry concept. Right. So we stand at a pole, zero pole, right? So we are doing accounts of Mr. XYZ Hotel. We are standing at this zero pole. So whatever is coming, it is coming from outside and it belongs to outsiders. Finish. So every transaction what we are saying, it is coming from outside, it belongs to outsiders. Right? Right? You understand? Clear everybody? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So in the beginning also it was zero, now also it is zero. Why? Because if I sell this asset and I pay this liability, how much money I have? Zero. Why? Because this artificial person cannot own anything. If you are giving money to him, then it's wrong, right? He is not there. Who will take that money? Correct. Suppose if I put 1 lakh rupees on my table and I am calling XYZ Hotel, come and take it. Will it come and take?
No, sir.
No, right? It's not there, right? We are just creating it for accounts purpose. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now the question is why our balance sheet should tell. Now balance sheet should tally or not tally?
It should tally.
Why it should tally? Because artificial person always equal to zero. Right. So whatever is, so in the beginning the business is zero. At any point it is zero. Why? Because everything is coming from outside. Everything belongs to outsiders. That is the owners of the business. You agree or not? Right. See, suppose Mr. X started the business, okay, hotel business, right? Now if the hotel says this is my money, this is my business, this is mine, is it correct? Right? So whatever is there in that hotel, all the assets, they belong to Mr. X. So assets should be equal to liability, right? So all the liability that we have is towards Mr. X only, na? Understood? Yeah? So tomorrow we will sell all the assets and we will give it to Mr. X when the company is collapsed. Is it clear? So tomorrow when we want to close the hotel, what will happen? We will sell all the assets and we will give it to whom? Mr. X only, right? No, XYZ hotel will not come and take it, no? Yes. Not there. Nobody is there. It's just an artificial person. Is it clear?
Yeah.
But when we are doing the account, we are not doing the accounts for Mr. X or Mr. X and XYZ hotel together, right? We are keeping them separate. That is the basis of the accounts. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now next. Now third year. This is the in the beginning, right? So in the year end, what happened? Year end. So now this XYZ hotel, they used this 10 lakhs to do the business. This XYZ hotel, it used this 10 lakhs to do the business. So now all the money, so all the purchases, all the sales, they are doing to this bank account only. Yeah. So just imagine like that, right? So now all the sales are happening to this bank account. So customers are paying into this bank account, and all the purchases they are doing through this bank account only, right? So incoming, outgoing only through this same bank account. Okay. Yeah. So throughout the year, they used this bank account to do the purchases and the sales of the business. Now after 1 year, when I checked my bank account, after 1 year, when I checked my bank account, okay, go back on mute. After 1 year, when I checked my bank account balance, it is showing me 12 lakhs. What does this mean?
2 lakhs profit.
2 lakh profit.
Correct. So my incoming is more than my outgoing. Correct. So after 1 year, when I checked my accounts, when I checked my bank account balance, it is showing me 12 lakhs. So what happened here? 2 lakhs?
Profit.
2 lakhs. Understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
2 lakhs profit we have. Got it? Yeah? Because my incoming is more than my outgoing. Okay? Yeah. Oh. Right. So now you tell me, this 2 lakhs belongs to whom?
Mr.
Mr. X. This 2 lakhs belongs to Mr. X, correct. So again I am saying in the year end, this is my assets now. This is my assets, correct? This is my assets. Okay, this is my assets. So in the assets I have my bank account. In bank account I have my 12 lakhs. 2 lakhs is my profit, correct? Now this is my liabilities, correct? Liabilities of what? In the accounts of what? X, Y, Z hotel, correct? So in assets, how much bank account balance I have?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs. So in liabilities, now you tell me, share capital already Mr. X we have to pay, right? How much we have to pay Mr. X?
10 lakh.
10 lakh.
Now, this 2 lakhs also, whose money it is?
Shareholder. Mr. X.
Mr. X, only one shareholder we have, na? But who took the risk for this 10 lakhs?
Mr. X.
2 lakhs belongs to whom?
Mr. X.
So we have to give this 2 lakhs to Mr. X, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much liability now?
2 lakhs.
12 lakh. 12
How
lakh.
much liability now?
0 lakh.
10 lakh.
0. 12 lakh.
8 lakh.
8 lakh.
8 lakh, sir.
No, you are wrong.
12 lakh.
Why? Because I put
0,
less
sir.
here.
12 lakh.
12 lakhs, sir.
12 lakh.
Liabilities is 0, sir. 12 lakh.
So it is always equal to liability.
So this 10 lakhs anyhow you have to give to Mr. X plus now you have to give additional 2 lakhs to him because this 2 lakhs profit is whose money it is?
Mr.
Mr. X money. So we have to give total how much we have to pay him now?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs, yeah. Is it clear? Yeah. So in the year end also when I am drawing the balance sheet, in assets I have 12 lakhs and liabilities also I have 12 lakhs.
12 lakhs.
Is it clear? See,
Yes, sir.
2 lakh profit whatever we have here, this 2 lakh profit is not hotel's profit, right? Even though we are calling it as hotel profit. Now will hotel come and take the money? If I put this 2 lakh money on the table, will XYZ come and take the money?
No, sir.
What it is?
Mr. X.
Understood? Yeah. So when you are drawing the accounts of XYZ hotel after 1 year, how many assets it has? How much assets it has?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs. How much liabilities it has?
12 lakhs.
7 lakhs.
Understood the concept? Yeah. So the profit whatever is generated in the business, it is not business money. It is the owner's money.
Mr. X money.
Correct? See, now if I am Mr. X and I have invested 10 lakhs in a hotel and after 1 year 2 lakhs is the profit we got. Imagine hotel is saying it is my money, then I will cry now. Correct? Correct? Understand? Correct? See, it is, I have taken 10 lakhs risk and I am expecting to profit, right? Correct? It is not hotel's money, no? It is my money. Correct? We agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? So everybody understood. So in the beginning also my balance sheet is tallying. How it is tallying? 0, 0. In the beginning it is tallying, right? My assets equal to liability. Is it tallying? 0, 0. Correct. Now in the middle, when investment we got, there also my assets are equal to my liabilities. Correct?
Extended.
Yeah. Then after 1 year also
Okay. So that's 12.
tallying. Correct? 12 lakhs. So now you tell me how much belongs to XYZ hotel here, how much belongs to XYZ hotel here?
12 lakhs.
How much belongs to XYZ here?
12 lakhs.
0, sir.
Correct? So here also it is this 12 lakhs is not of XYZ, it is of Mr. X. Understand? So XYZ is not there. Even if you put the 12 lakhs on the table, XYZ will not come. You cannot have a dinner with you, right? Suppose, now you talk about so many businesses, right? You talk about Tata Steel, Tata Motor, Tesla Energy, all this. Now can we call our Tesla Energy for a dinner?
No, sir.
So
We have to
Tesla
call
Energy
Elon
have a
Musk.
family?
No, sir. No.
Right? Tesla Energy can it own a car?
No, sir.
Right?
No.
Not there. It's not there. It is just an artificial person created for accounts purpose. So now if I want to give money to Tesla Energy, will it take? No, it is nobody is there.
Elon Musk.
Understand?
Yes,
So,
sir.
right? It is always the owners of the business which are at the back of the business. They are the liabilities for the business. Is it clear? So all the shareholders, all the owners, they are the liabilities for the business. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Business has to pay back the money they invested in the business with profits. Correct or not? So all the assets that are there in the business, they belong to whom? They belong to the owners of the business. That's why business has the liability to pay to these owners. So always assets equal to liability. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So can you answer all the line? All the shareholders and owners, sir?
Shareholders and owners, they are the liabilities for the business.
Okay.
Correct? Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
is every shareholder has a right on assets
Yes.
of any business? So like
Correct. That is
any
what
asset of the
you are
business.
putting in the money. Why you are putting in the money? Because you are a part of the ownership of the asset. Correct? Tomorrow if they sell the business, you will get your share, na?
Yes, sir.
That is what you are putting the money on, right?
Then what are the assets of the business, sir?
Sorry?
What are the assets for the business, sir.
Who are the
Assets for the business.
who are the assets? You mean persons or the assets? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Artificial.
Who are the assets for the businesses? No, person is not the asset.
No,
The
sir.
question itself is wrong.
No, sir. For business people are liabilities for the business, sir. In the same matter, who are the assets for the business, sir?
See, business owners have the liabilities for the business. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The assets of the business means what? In the business, you will have furniture, all that it will be there, na?
Yes, sir.
Hotel is there, right? In the hotel, they give advance deposit, that's an asset. Furniture,
Yes, sir.
that's an asset. Truck,
Yes,
that's
sir.
an asset. Correct?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, sir.
Everything, all those are assets of the business.
Oh,
Got
okay,
it?
sir.
So
Okay,
tomorrow
sir.
what will happen? Those assets, who will own the assets? Owner will come one day, right? I want to sell this hotel, right? Sell the hotel,
Yes, sir.
take the money.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So when you
Yes,
are
sir.
writing the accounts of the hotel, for a hotel, assets are whatever assets are there in the hotel, and what are the
Yes, sir.
liabilities? Whatever money we owe to the owner of the business.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why? Because tomorrow we sell all the assets, pay our liabilities. Equal, zero.
Yes, sir.
Right? And the business is dead, right? Zero.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now at least?
Yes, sir.
So that is what is the base of the account. So we
Okay.
create one artificial person. We create one artificial person. We give a name, Tesla Energy, Tata Steel, Tata Motors. We give a name to it. It will be always zero. It cannot own anything. In the beginning also zero. At any point of time also zero. That is what your balance sheet is saying, right? Your balance sheet, what it is saying, whatever assets we have in the business, they are not owned by the business. They are owned by the owners of the business. So, business has the liability to pay all these assets to the owners of the business. That's why your balance sheet assets will be equal to liabilities. And what belongs to the business? Nothing. Zero. Zero. Is it clear?
Sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now, right? That is what. So, they are
Yes,
owners
sir.
to whatever assets, any business, however big it is, whatever assets are there in the business, they are not owned by the business. Even though they are in the name of the business, they are owned by the owners of the business in the form of liability. Clear? So tomorrow, when we close the business, we sell all the assets, pay all the liabilities.
Yes.
Assets equal to liabilities. Finish. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody not clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's why what we are doing here is, so I told you, right, in step number 16 when we were discussing, I told you that what we will do is any profit from P&L, right? Any profit, what we are doing? Profit from P&L.
Retained.
Yeah, from P&L, that is the retained earnings, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, from P&L, we will take it to the balance sheet. And in balance sheet, which side? Liability side.
Liability side, retail earnings.
Correct, liability side. So why it is becoming a liability here? Because
Has to pay.
the business has to pay to the owner of the business.
Business is separate, owner is separate.
Correct. So this
So-
profit, it is not business profit, it is the owner's profit, right? So we have to pay him the profit. So that's why we are adding the profit to the liability.
Liability side.
Sir,
Understood?
Yes,
so
sir.
what if business got lost?
Yes. Then who should bear the loss?
Owner.
Owner will bear, na? Correct.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
do we enter negative by
Minus. Suppose this has become after 1 year. Okay, good question. After 1 year, what has happened? This has become 9 lakhs. So now tell me how much. What has happened now? How much loss? How much loss?
1 lakh loss.
1 lakh loss. Correct. You are right. So what will happen now? Now Mr. X, we have to pay how much now? Sorry, I cannot pay you 12 lakhs. This is gone now. Minus 1 lakh. Your money is lost. Right. So how much we have to pay now?
9 lakhs.
9 lakh.
Correct. So owner is taking the loss, right? Owner is bearing the loss. So profit also, his responsibility. Loss also,
Owner is paying.
So why don't we treat that 1 lakh as asset?
Asset, losses are more losses you have, more asset. More. Yeah?
It is asset.
Good for you. Will you go and tell people I have 10 lakh losses? Will you say, you buy my company? It's a big asset I have, 10 lakh losses I have. Please buy my company. It's an asset, loss.
No, sir.
Loss is an asset.
No, sir.
Okay.
It's a liability.
It's not a liability, right? It's not a liability. Correct. It is. If you talk about accounts here, right? So generally what we do is we don't minus like this. We will show it in one separate account, right? Because tomorrow, next year we carry forward. Next year, if there is profit, right, we use it for taxes purposes. Understand?
Okay.
So if I see understand the concept here. So when I earned 2 lakh profit, the government will come now. Oh, you earned 2 lakh profit, they pay me the tax. 20,000 tax you pay me, right? It will ask me. But when I have the losses, will it come and say I will give back the money?
No, sir.
No, right. So that's why what we do, we carry forward. Carry forward means next year if I make any profits, I can deduct the losses from the profit and only on the balance money I will pay the tax.
Okay.
Understand? So all these startup companies initially when they start the business, first 4 years they show losses. Loss. Fifth year when they get profit, now they will minus all the 4 years losses from the profit. Only on the balance, if any, they will pay the tax.
Okay.
So that is how the minus is, the loss is not deducted, it is only carried forward.
So my doubt is how we balance it. We have to enter negative balance.
Negative balance.
To balance.
We balance it at 9 lakhs only.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Yeah. So this is a credit balance it is. This is maintained as a debit balance. So then it will be 9 lakhs net balance.
Okay.
Understood? Then 9 and 9. So your assets are worth 9 lakhs only now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then it will be tallied at 9 lakhs. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubts? So you understood the dual entry concept. So dual entry concept is, so again I'm going back to the dual entry. Why we have debit and credit, right? You may ask me, right? Why sir every time why not we write rent paid 10,000, only one line we can write now? Why is that we are writing rent to bank? Correct. We are writing two times now every time. Correct? Dual entry concept. So why this dual entry concept has come? So we stand at one pool, right? We stand here. What is the stand we are taking? We are taking that XYZ hotel. It is 0. I am saying it is 0. 0. I stand at it. Okay, now every transaction what we are saying, right? So whatever money is coming in, correct? It has a equal and opposite liability. Every incoming opposite liability. Every liability opposite asset. Understood? So now initially when the money came in as share capital, my bank account was added, but a liability was created, right? Yeah, same concept. So every transaction, so we are saying one debit, one credit, back to 0. One credit, one debit, back to 0. So every transaction is reminding that we are 0 basically. Is it clear? Yeah. We stand at this 0 pole and say whatever is coming in, it is coming from outside. Whatever is in the business, it belongs to outsiders. Correct? So again I am saying, in the business, this is an artificial person. I am 0. In the beginning also 0. At any point of time it is 0. At the end also I am 0. Right? And I am doing the accounts for this business. So right. So when I am 0, everything is coming from outside and everything belongs to outsiders. Correct. All my assets, they do not belong to me. They belong to the owners of the business. So all my assets, my liabilities are always equal. Correct. So everything is coming in, every debit, every credit equal to every credit. Every credit is equal to every debit. Back to 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now,
Sir,
yes.
sir, our loss will carry forward to next year account, right? Where it will appear, sir, on next year account.
Next year account, see, we have a account is there, na, retained earnings account, for example, right? So it will have what type of balance? Credit balance. Credit balance. Correct. So this loss will be carried forward into on the, you can maintain a separate account or you can have it on the debit side also. So that way you are negating it. It is not an asset. Correct? It's not an asset. It is coming on the on opposite side of your retained earnings. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right now. So now the next thing is accounting entry. Accounting entry. Now you might be asking that, sir, how this entry is coming, right? You are debiting, you are crediting. Rent account debit, bank account credit. Like that we are posting the entries, right? How these entries we are getting? Okay. So there are suppose who are into accounts, they may be talking about something called, what are the golden rules? Okay, golden rules. What are the golden rules we have?
Debit se rakhiga, credit se rakhiga.
Debit what? Credit what? We have to see that, not the rule, right? First you have to say for what type of account.
Real account, personal account.
Real account, personal account.
Nominal account.
Nominal. For real account, what is the rule?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes off.
Debit what? Yeah. Okay. Somebody is making a noise here. Okay. Now let us get a grip of the accounting entries. Okay. Now. See here, you don't have to learn the golden rules, right? For those who are comfortable with golden rules, it's okay. You still stick to them, yeah? But those who are new, you don't have to worry about them, right? So they are not confusing. For you especially, it will be more confusing. So I have one more simpler solution for that. So what it is, for assets bar expenses, there is one common rule. What it is? When they increase, note down everybody, when they increase, you debit them. Right? When they decrease, you credit them. Okay? This is the simplest rule. Okay? So assets and expenses, common rule will apply. Okay? Yeah? And liabilities and incomes, another rule, opposite rule will apply. See, if you are able to do this comfortably, then whole accounts you can do automatically. Okay? So what is that? Suppose you tell me now. Now I am paying the rent. Okay, how I am paying the rent? Through my bank. Correct. So now you tell me rent is what? Rent is what type of account? Expense. Bank account is what type of account?
Asset.
My money in my bank is an asset or not? Asset. So now you tell me, when I am paying the rent expense is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
So what should I do?
Debit.
Yeah?
Can you repeat again, sir?
Yeah. Assets and expenses, common rule. What is the rule? When they increase, what I should do? Debit. When they decrease,
Credit side.
so now rent, when I am paying the rent is increasing or decreasing? My expense is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
What should I do?
We have debit.
What should I do?
Debit.
My bank account is an asset. My bank account money balance is coming down or going up?
Coming down.
Decreasing, correct?
Yes.
What should I do?
Credit.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah. Now, next. So if you understand this, we can talk about any entry, by the way, yeah? Suppose there is one more rule, opposite. As what is the opposite of assets?
Liability.
Liability.
What is the opposite of expense?
Income.
Income.
Correct?
Yes.
So what is it? When they increase, what will happen?
Credit. Even credit.
Credit. Opposite, simple. If you know this rule, automatically you can write the second rule also. If they decrease, what you have to do?
Debit.
Is it clear? Yeah? Right. So let us now check our entry. Okay? Yeah. Okay now. So note down, then we will try to apply for all our entries. Okay, and see whether it is working or not. Okay. Okay?
Yes.
Right, now. Now our initial transaction is there, na? Money is coming in as share capital. Money is coming into my bank account, right? So my bank account is a asset, correct? You know that, right? Then what is my share capital?
Liability.
Liability.
Right. So in the beginning, when I am bringing in the share capital, my bank account balance is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Bank account is an asset account and it is
Increasing.
So what should I do here?
Debit.
Share capital is a liability. Now, liability is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Liability increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Increasing. So what should I do?
Credit.
Is it clear? So you can tell me any entry, right? I will guide you. Tell me any entry. We will try to use this rule.
Wages paid, sir.
Yeah, tell me now. Wages.
Sir, can you tell me the before one once again?
This one, huh?
Bank account share cap.
Yeah, so in the beginning, we will get the money as share capital. No? We talked about this one, no? Starting.
Yes,
And the
sir.
owner is giving us the money, right, to the business. When the owner is giving us the money to the business, so the owner is depositing in the bank account of the business, correct? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So the bank account of the business is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Increasing.
Increasing, right? Asset increasing, right? So what should I do?
Debit.
Then what about liability share capital also increasing, right?
Yes.
It's a liability, right? It's increasing or not?
Increasing.
Share capital we have to pay to the owner, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that liability, is it increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Yes, sir.
Owner, owner has given you the money. That money the business has to pay back to the owner, right?
Yes, sir.
So liability is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Increasing, what you have to do? Liability is increasing.
Credit.
Is it clear?
That is equal to liability, no, sir.
Okay. Right, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me any other entry.
Sales revenue, sir.
Sales revenue. Sales revenue, money is coming in from sales. Okay. So what is the entry? So money is coming into my bank account. Okay.
Yes, sir. Asset increases.
Account. Bank account.
Asset.
My
Asset.
bank account is an asset. And
Increases.
it is increasing or decreasing?
Increases.
Increase. So what should I do? Debit.
Debit.
Then what about the sales account? Sales account is what? Sales.
Liability.
Sales is what?
Income.
Sales. You sell.
Income.
When you sell, what it is? Income, na? You get the money, right?
Yes, sir.
Sales is what? Income account, right?
Yes, sir.
So income, when it increases, what I have to do?
Increase.
Now, it is increasing or decreasing? Increasing, right? So when income is increase, what should I do?
Credit.
Understood? So those who are new to accounts, You try to apply this rule and try to check, any new entries, whatever you are talking, right? All those you can check with this thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Yeah. So now suppose you tell me I want to buy the plant and machinery. I want to buy the plant and machinery. I want to buy through my bank account, right? What is the entry? So those who are account people will answer, non-commerce people only answer, please, yeah? So now, plant and machinery I want to buy through my bank account. So what is happening? Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. What is it? It's an asset or what it is?
Asset, sir.
It's an asset. Now asset is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
How should I do that?
Debit.
Then my bank account. My bank account is also asset. But money is going out, right?
Asset decreases. Sir,
Money
decrease.
is going out, right?
Credit.
What
Credit.
Credit. You understood? So you can apply this logic for any of it. That will make you lot more comfortable. Is it clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, if the owner is getting in loss, then sales revenue account will be decreasing.
Owner is getting lost. See, owner is getting lost will be happening last. All the income minus expense. Not in an entry. Owner will not get a loss in an entry. Owner will get the loss in a loss. Okay?
Okay, sir, got it.
Oh. Is it clear?
Yeah, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you show in SAP account these entries?
We have seen, these are the entries we posted, na?
Yeah,
This entry I posted in our first document. This entry also we posted, right? This is our probably second or third document, correct?
Yes. Share capital also.
Yes. Yeah. You can also start posting. If you have created the account, you can also start posting. Okay? Good. So, non-commerce people, was this session any use?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
I completed BBA, sir, and I'm now taking FICO. Should I take it after MBA or now it itself only, sir? Is there any problem?
No, your graduation is enough, right? Your
Okay,
graduation
sir.
is enough for working in SAP. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And I'm gonna take a finance in MBA, sir.
Good. Good. That is the right direction.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes, tell me.
Sir, if asset balance is increasing, then what we should do, sir?
Asset balance is increasing. What should you do?
In back balance.
You write down this.
Okay.
Simple rule, right? If you know this rule, then opposite side you will automatically.
Okay, I will write.
Sir, I have small.
Yeah.
Sir, I did my CA final first group, and I did my CMA, and now I am staying in US. Sir. Could you suggest?
Can you tell me again? So you did your
The CA final first group. I mean, after
final first group. Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I completed my CMA.
Oh, you are qualified. Good. Okay.
Yeah, I qualified, and now I am in US, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing CAP. Could you suggest me the right path, sir?
You are absolutely in the right path, You are doing. So you are in the you are accounts wise you are in the topmost level. You are a qualified cost accountant, and on IT side you are learning the best software in the market. Okay. So this is a deadly combination. See, I am also the same. I am also a chartered accountant and I am also a certified consultant SAP. Yeah. So what it is, there are people in the market who know lot of accounts, like chartered accountants, lot of accounts they know. Correct.
Yeah, here in US, CA is not that recognizable. Sir.
Yes,
Like,
I know. But what you can do is
well.
CPA. Yes, if you can complete CPA, it will be very good for you. Yeah. And I know, going by the course content all, I can tell you CPA will be very, very easy for you, right? Easily you can clear it up. Yeah. So,
Okay.
see, I am CIMA qualified. I am a member of CIMA London. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I am eligible to apply for CPA directly. I will get the membership of CPA automatically. I have not done, but
Okay.
I am equal to CPA. Yeah.
Oh, no need to write the core subjects and all.
Exactly. Correct. Yes.
One more question, sir. Like here, every company is like preferring S4 HANA, sir. As soon as this course, can I work directly in S4 HANA, sir?
Yes. By the end of the course, you will tell me, sir.
Yes. Okay.
What should I say? I will practically show you S4 and you will be hands-on with S4 also. Okay? No need to worry.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right. So what I was saying is,
Over, sir, copy.
there are people who are in the market who know lots of accounts. There are people in the market who know lot of IT also, right? Like, BTech, BCom guy, lot of IT he has. But, so we need people who know lot of accounts, who know lot of IT, right? That is where it is the niche area. This is what is our target. Correct?
Okay.
Good. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sir,
Thank you.
sir, in the January I'm going to UK, sir, for MBA. I'm taking finance MBA, sir, finance management. So it is good for me to learn SAP in the administration, sir.
Good. Yes. So, see, the point here is, after going to UK, it will be difficult for you to learn because this kind of setup will not be there. Yeah. So in UK,
Yes,
UK, see, I have learned the SAP in UK only. Yeah. So it costed
Yes,
me
sir.
lakhs of rupees, and it will be
Yes, sir.
hourly based. Hourly based means they will say 50 hours means exactly 50 hours only. Huh? Every
Yes, sir.
hour is so precious, no doubt, nothing. Just listen, hour, 50 hours gone, your money is gone, right? So,
Yes, sir.
you cannot learn SAP that way. This is the best platform. You learn it properly here and then you can utilize it. Yeah? Yeah.
Can I have any advantage to get the job over there, sir?
Yes, of course, no, SAP is the same everywhere. No? SAP is a software. It is the same in India, same in UK, same in US. Wherever you are going, SAP software is the same, right? The same what you are seeing now, same you can see everywhere. Correct?
That's all, sir.
Tally. You
Yes,
learn
sir.
Tally. If you go to UK, they will ask you what is Tally.
Yes, sir.
Understand? But it is not the case with Tech.
Can I directly go apply for jobs in SAP, sir, instead of finance MBA?
Instead of finance MBA, you can try. It's okay. Yeah, you can, if you have the work permit and all, fine, you can go ahead. Yeah, but the thing is, you need a work permit, correct? You have the work
Yes,
permit?
sir.
You have the work
No,
permit?
sir. After the graduation, I will apply PSW, sir.
Yes, I know all that. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. So this
I'm going in a good direction only, sir.
correct. So you are just preparing you for that PSW, correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's me, Roshan.
All the best.
Sir, it's me,
Thank you
Roshan.
so much, sir.
Sir, I have a query.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
listen. Sir, I read somewhere that if we have to work in SAP, we should have a 3 years experience in any company. Is it necessary?
Not
Or
necessary.
there is
That
any
is
rule or anything?
no. Not required. As a fresher, you can join. Absolutely not required.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. No, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, I have experience of 13 years in construction projects. So currently I'm learning the SAP. So I want to change my domain to IT sector from construction. So after learning the course, can I put on experience-based profile? Is that
Exactly. Yes.
that's what I can also BTech in full 7. So I want to plan for it.
Do you use any software now?
Yes, actually I'm collaborating with my colleagues now. Ajit are there. They are teaching me the SSC as well as I'm taking their support.
My question is, in construction field, do you work in accounts and finance, something like that, or?
So I'm working as a DPM as in church.
Okay. Yeah, so what you can do is, by the end of the course, you will have an understanding, right? I will guide you how you can remodel your experience to project it as in SAP, right? I will guide you. What you have to do is, you have to digest SAP and then, remodel whatever experience, whatever you are having, you have to reframe it and project it as in SAP, like that, yeah.
Yeah, actually we are, yes, sir. So we are working on Tally actually.
Yes. So same thing, whatever you are doing at Tally, just imagine you have done it in SAP.
Okay.
That's how you will project.
Thank you. Personally, we contact you, sir.
Like, I will guide you in the last day. Yeah, don't worry.
Thank you. Thanks.
Can join any interns or in the UK after learning SAP?
Of course, after your degree, you have to do your MBA. You have to do it properly, right? With all A pluses. Then automatically you will get intern, and if you say that you are a SAP knowledge guy, then you will have a preference. Okay?
sir.
So
My main task is
focus on doing the MBA, doing your SAP course properly and MBA also properly. Yeah? That's it.
my main task is to remember throughout the years of this one.
Good. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have only one query, sir. Sir, without the degree, we cannot, join any company after the completion of this, course.
See, every company, big organization, they will expect at least 15 to 16 years of formal education.
Okay.
15 to 16 years is nothing but your graduation. Correct? If you do not have, you try to complete as soon as possible.
Okay. 6 months.
And distance education is not counted in this 15 years.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Don't do distance courses. Yeah, they are not.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I'm a HR guy, sir. So I interested to take the
or BCom or non-BCom?
BCom, sir. BCom computer.
From MBA HR. Good.
Yes, sir. So I interested to take the FICO, sir. It's possible to get a job.
Absolutely no problem. You will, when you are projecting yourself, you project as BCom and MBA, and don't highlight HR much. That's it.
Okay.
It will go through. Okay.
12 specialization, sir. HR and marketing.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Don't highlight it. You can say MBA general I have done, or don't highlight it. That's it.
Okay.
Just say MBA. That's it. Yeah, because there are many MBAs, general MBAs without any specialization. Okay. Good.
Sir,
Yes.
so we need to modify our CV according to our experience and according to CV.
Of course. Now the CV is a targeted. Now you have a target in front. You have to target it. To target it, you have to tailor your CV according to what is asked.
Okay. Actually, I am a certificate trainer, so
Okay.
I need to modify that.
Exactly correct. Yes.
Sir, I am doing my MBA in finance after BCom, and now I am currently working as an individual in SAP. So I am learning FITO. So is there any chance, when we complete that course, is there any chances to joining as fresher? Because everybody asking about experience they are asking to complete 2 real-time projects like that. Sir.
Yeah. If you search online, there will be only experience vacancies only. But the freshers, they will have a different style of recruiting, right? So they will have a walk-in drive. So you have to go visit these companies, register yourself, give your number and your details. They will, whenever there is a walk-in, they will intimate. Correct? That is how the fresher recruitment will be. Okay. So freshers don't expect to be on online portals like Naukri and all. They will not be there.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, any other doubts? So the today's session was intended for accounts backup, right? So is that done? Everybody comfortable?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We have understand.
Sir, account session is completed, sir. That's it only, sir.
Yeah, so basic understanding I have given. The back support every time I am doing in SAP, accounting also I will show you. Okay? Every entry I will show you. So what you have to do is to learn accounts. Every time you are posting one entry, go to FD0 and FD03 and look at the document once. So what it is debiting, what it is crediting, you have to see it once. That is how you will learn the accounts. Every entry you are posting, go to FD03, look at the entry, then you will learn. Okay?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a query. What if I have a year gap after graduation? Can I get better job after completion of this course?
Year gap in the sense,
After graduation, there is.
what did you do in that year?
Sir, I had completed BCom honors, and after that there is a year. I had actually prepared for the government job.
So that 1 year you cannot show blank, right? You have to cover it up with something. Something means not medical thing. You have to cover it with some experience. Either studies you have to show or work you have to show, right? You cannot say I was idle. Now preparing for exams also is not, it is not taken properly, right? Right. So you are one way you are saying that I prepared for something and I failed in it, right? Yeah. It's negative one, right? So why do all that? Yeah, put some experience, some accounting experience. Somewhere, there are so many companies. Tell them I worked as a junior accountant in some company. Yeah? Something. Yeah?
Okay.
Never leave it as a gap. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I will guide you in the days when we are preparing for the series. I will guide you at that time. Okay? This is too early.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, for SAP, what will be the domain experience, sir?
For SAP, what will be the domain? Domain is accounting knowledge. Yeah, accountant. Finance. Those jobs which are in accounts and finance, that will come under domain experience. Is that clear? Yeah?
Okay.
Okay guys, then we'll stop here today, and then some people want us to talk. Let us take their questions also. Yes, sir.
I have a doubt.
Yes.
Actually, I have completed my MBA and then I'm working for MNC as an accountant. Now I'm learning SAP, and next year I'm moving to Canada. But I heard that in Canada there are very less opportunities for SAP. And along with this SAP, do we need to complete any course to get a job there?
One thing I would suggest is you can, in SAP itself, you can do the certification. Okay? SAP certification. If you do, then foreign, because you are intending to go abroad. For those who want to work here, the certification is of no use. Because you are trying to go abroad, certification would be helpful. Yeah? That is one.
Okay. Fine. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you guys. We'll close for the day, and then we'll meet on Monday. We will continue with the GL, yeah? GL.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Same time, 7:30.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody.